Thank you very much, madam, for a valuable speech. If your action inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, means you are a leader. I feel everyone agree this quote refers to our beloved Dada, as he always protecting, guiding, inspiring, shielding more with our agenda of Grow with Bank. Now, I like to call Dada to please come up on the stage and grace the audience. Please give a huge round of applause for Dada.
Thank you very much. Very good afternoon to all of you. Our most respected, Honorable Executive Director of our bank, Sri Lalit Tyagi ji, Madam Archana Pandey, Chief General Manager, CID, Madam Swapna Bandyopadhyay, General Manager Operations, General Manager of the Zonal Head Sri Yogesh Agarwal ji, our beloved General Secretary Sri Prem Makker ji, Madam Beena Shah, oh, Madam Makker has gone, and all General Secretaries and our dear friend Dinesh ji, and the delegates from the entire country. अभी दो मैडम को सुनने के बाद हमको सुनना है. अभी बड़ौदा में जो ऑर्गेनाइजर जोन है, होस्ट जोन, हमारे जोन सेक्रेटरी सुनील पादे जी से मेरा रिक्वेस्ट होगा, ये सब डेलीगेट का डिटेल रखिएगा कि अगला बार इसमें से प्रमोशन में कितना अपीयर होता है, वो तब तो इम्पैक्ट समझ में आएगा. सो एट द बिगनिंग ये हम लोगों का डायमंड जुबली सेलिब्रेशन का पार्ट है, इसलिए ग्रीटिंग्स टू ऑल फ्रॉम ऑल इंडिया बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा ऑफिसर एसोसिएशन दैट वी आर सेलिब्रेटिंग आवर डायमंड जुबली सेलिब्रेशन. Organization was founded on 12th of September 1964. So we have stepped in 60th year. You can understand what maturity we have with the organizational philosophy. Madam Archana Pandey quoted that grow with the bank. So such a nice philosophy that everybody in the management cadre also has always appreciated and supported this philosophy of our association to grow with the bank. As an organization, whatever we had to do, we have been doing. We have been playing very good role, and we have always been promoting the interest of the bank for profit and productivity of the bank that is most dear to us, because always we keep the bank ahead of us. Our interest will be served. When bank is growing, our interest will be served, no issue on that. And we always are interested in bank's business growth. So for the job role of as an organization is concerned, we are performing that role, that there should not be any injustice, discrimination, any sort of misbehavior, any sort of denial of rights, denial of leave entitlement should not be there. And none of you membership should be subjected to any sort of harassment and humiliation. The defense role we are playing, particularly the disciplinary area, is very vital. So whenever somebody is facing crisis, association is there, standing behind him or her to support her cause, that she should not suffer alone. We are in the process. We are providing coaching classes, mock interviews, everything, every type of role you can conceive as an officer we are performing. You are creating awareness, creating awakening, protective role, supportive role, consultative role, all sorts of role we are performing. There are a lot of things we shall be discussing in the post-lunch session. Coming back to the bank we are working, the bank where we are. Honorable ED is sitting here. We feel proud to say that you are working in the second largest public sector bank of this country. Always feel the figures of Bank of Baroda speaks what wonders you have done in the recent past in the bank. The last 3 years figure itself speaks the comparative position. Either you, in terms of business or profit or employee, everything what you have done, that we were having a business of 16,73,000 crores on March 21. We made it to, in March 22, 18,23,000 crores. And in March 23, we have made it 21,77,000 crores. So this is your achievement. The profit figure, simply unbelievable, the profit figure, the way it has grown. From March 21, 829 crores to March 22, 7,272 crores. As on March 23, bank has posted a profit of 14,110 crores. This is the achievement. And credit goes to the top leadership indeed. Our respected executive director is the board. On March 23, the results have come from their hands. Coming back to the staff position, definitely in the staff position, management side always feels lesser the staff, this means productivity is increasing. For us, it is a painful, that's different thing. That we had around 82,000 employees as on March 21. It came down to 79,000 March 22, and now it is hovering around 75,333. But the officers' position is constantly like that, 42,000 something is going on. That is there. So once again, salute to you all, salute to the management, salute to the performance of this bank to take this bank to this position. And once again, you have shown your performance in the first quarter by posting a profit of 4,000 crores. So bank is going ahead and ahead. We have very good top leadership, no denying the fact. As a result, we are progressing, we are marching ahead. So far, Mahila Shakti, women empowerment, the strength of women in Bank of Baroda, the strength of female employees in Bank of Baroda. Out of 42,000, your number is 11,105. 11,105 is not a small number. So, first of all, I congratulate all the women of this country for this women's reservation bill passed by our both the houses, upper house and lower house. And here, without taking your consent, you can say that I and General Secretary can declare that 33% is always reserved for you. Come, you take the responsibility. You have been in the different positions in Central Committee, Zonal Committee, Regional Committee, but from this platform in this August House, I'll make a submission to Honorable Executive Director, sir. We have zonal structured meeting, regional structured meeting, corporate meeting. We simply request him at least one additional position for our women officers. That is a submission, sir. Don't take it as a demand. But one will make difference, sir. One will make difference. At least they'll feel that how we are representing their cases. Otherwise, in the male-dominated scenario, it is very difficult to convince them what is there. Things are different. If you see from the persons who are sitting here, Madam Pandey and Madam Bandyopadhyay. Madam Pandey was our General Manager HRM. She was also heading one of the zones of our Baroda zone, Ahmedabad zone, very important zone. And Madam, for some time back only, she was a General Manager HRM at the corporate office. So strength-wise, very good, no doubt. But coming back to they were expressing concern. There's a very genuine concern that if you are 6,000 odd at scale 1, 3,000 odd as scale 2, 1,200 as scale 3, then 410 as scale 4, and 38 as our assistant general manager. Then today, DGM is 38, and then coming back to general manager is 6, and we have 2 chief general managers. One is Madam Pandey sitting here, and another is Madam Sitil sitting at the BCC. What was the position 5 years back? How it has changed, you just see. If I say you the difference, that scale 1 were only hovering around 94, 5 years back in 2018. Today it is 410. So this is the difference you see, that we were only 23 at that time, scale 5, it is now 38. We had no general manager at that time. We had no chief general manager at that time. Fortunately, we had one lady as executive director, Madam Papia Sen Gupta, at that time. The travel you have made from 94 to 410. Further, once we request our general managers to come here to inspire you, to motivate you, that come forward, take the positions. It is our bank. We owe the bank. We have the responsibility. If I go on speaking like this, the percentage of branch manager is very less of the lady, is less than 10%. Please come forward, accept the challenge. Until you accept the challenge, you cannot go higher in the ladder. Things are that coming back to your issues, we know that possibly you are expecting both the respected general manager and chief general manager to speak about, chalo aage se transfer nahi hoga. You are expecting that only, no? Not expecting, na? Never expect that. They are the most toughest lady to negotiation is concerned. So, some time back, I remember 2 years back, she was sitting at a general manager HRM at our corporate office. So all the lady officers on marriage ground, the cases were stuck up. Orders were issued for 4-5 months. Nobody was listening to us. And ultimately, what happened that, particularly those who are coming from our side, and Bihar, UP and all that, the in-laws will threaten, if you'll come or not, that you don't come, the marriage is annulled. A declaration can be very easy declaration. Then I had to speak to Madam, Madam, आपके रहते नहीं होगा तो कभी नहीं होगा. So somehow Madam obliged us, and she issued direct order from the corporate office to relieve them. And she ensured that relieving takes place without involvement of any zonal office bearers. So we have always such sort of emergencies when we have, that comes always. But certain things are very important when we are in officers' cadre. 2 things I always speak is, one is integrity of officer. Integrity is the most important for the officers. Always keep in mind. And from the management, we always expect them that please ensure our dignity. At no cost will compromise on dignity. Simply, this is our submission. As an officer, when you have to say no, never say yes. Be clear in your mind. You are in the very sensitive positions as an officer. You are passing vouchers, you are passing checks, sanctioning loans, recommending loans and all that. When you have to say no, never say yes. Come what may. Never yield to any kind of pressure, threat, temptation, direct statement of your controlling it. Never do that. Always keep in mind, we are here for the institution. So sometimes we jokingly say, sir, whom should I follow? The book of instructions or the oral instruction? What is more important? Explain us. So that is the position at times, it happens so. We were recently participating at the IBA level. We are discussing and all that. The small committee was there discussing on the officers issue particularly. I said I was participating on that particular day. I requested the Indian Bank Association kindly introduce some reading and writing incentive. They're all surprised what he's telling. reading and writing incentive. Thereafter they realized that this fellow has got some deep meaning in his sentence. So sir, I also request you, the position is like that, reading habit is going down, writing habit is going down. I appeal to all of you, ये पढ़ना लिखना जारी रखो, बैंक का अफसर बने हो, ऐसे नहीं चलने वाला है. You have become officer, you must know what to read. वो सब सिर्फ एक सर्कुलर पढ़ने का है. अगर त्यागी जी इशू कर देंगे कुछ बेनिफिट आपका, तो तुरंत वाइल्ड फायर की तरफ पूरा, वो सर्कुलर मिला कि नहीं, वो देखे कि नहीं, वो देखा कि नहीं, तुरंत. बाकी का सर्कुलर कौन पढ़ेगा? ये बैंक है, बैंक बहुत सेंसिटिव हो गया है पोजीशन हम लोगों का, और ऑलवेज हम लोगों को केयरफुल रहने का है, ऑलवेज केयरफुल रहने का है. मेरा सबमिशन होगा हमारे ऑनरेबल एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर से कि सर ये जो इन्फोर्समेंट ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव इन्फोर्समेंट ऑफ स्टाफ अकाउंटेबिलिटी ये आरंभ हो गया बैंक में, कि हम लोग चाहते हैं कि बैंक बहुत ज़्यादा कंप्लायंट रहे. ये हमारे ऑनरेबल एमडीसीओ का भी कहना है कि बैंक जब तक कंप्लायंट और रेगुलेटरी ऑब्जर्वेशंस नहीं रखेगा बैंक आगे नहीं जा सकता. ये हम लोग एग्री करते हैं 100%. ए बैंक विथ अ बिजनेस ऑफ 21.77 लाख करोड़ cannot go without good compliance and ethics, can never go ahead. ये दिमाग में बिठा लो इस बात को. Why compliance is needed? नहीं चला पाओगे बैंक को. That's why it is needed. ये always we have to. So I request sir the awareness level, because of this red flag, white flag, red flag fear has gone. That fear has gone in the minds of people. But that is not for scaring you. The purpose is preventive. Always keep in mind, this is not a negative connotation. It is to prepare you so that you should not land into trouble in the disciplinary area. So I make a submission to our Honorable ED sir that please ask your training system to organize training program. It is not happening, sir. This is the grassroots feedback. So I submit you, sir. My second submission, sir, they may be that it is a time of online, but still, please go back to the basics and have physical training programs. That has no substitute at all. We have basic issues, sir. We are not here to discuss those things. We know that you have given your time, precious time to us. Leave is one issue. Leave is one issue. We are discussing with the department. Department is concerned about it. Department is mentioning that also. But leave is such an issue that we expect that bank should sanction our leave when we require leave as per our entitlement. It's simple submissions. Work-life balance or family life balance, both are same thing for them. Family life balance is very important for them. And they are all thinking like that. No, they may not question to the dais, they may not question to the big authorities, but once I come down at their level, they, how long we'll have to sit late on a regular basis? How long we have to come on Sundays and holidays? How long our leave, and particularly sabbatical leave, when we are requiring it, should not be sanctioned. These 2-3 things are very basic. It is with all officers, but lady officers particularly, these 3 things are very important. It is not that male counterparts are not facing. After going back, let the wife ask, ये रोज रोज लेट आना कब तक बंद होगा तुम्हारा? ये संडे हॉलीडे कब तक जाना चलता रहेगा तुम्हारा? वो उसके हस्बैंड को भी वही सवाल होता है, जो प्रॉब्लम आपके साथ है. तो sabbatical leave, sir, इनका sometimes I feel that sabbatical leave, particularly in post-maternity stage, is very important for them. Bank is very sensitive bank, undoubtedly. Possibly I am associated with this bank since long. When the government could not think of that, no bank could think of that, considering transfer on marriage ground and joining a spouse. Our bank, I remember well, Since 2008, this has been going on. Since 2008. This is the bank. Mind it. Nobody can teach us. We are not a person to be taught by the industry. When one instruction came from Finance Ministry, DFS, way back in 2014, on 8 August 2014, that unmarried to their parents, married to their husband. It created such a havoc in the industry as if that everybody, every woman is going to be obliged by that. What happened ultimately? The instructions went to Indian Bank Association. Indian Bank in turn sought advice from the member banks. And member banks say it is not possible. It is not possible. But what is possible is everything being done in this bank. Mind it. Last year when we approached, that when it was only for your 1-year child, we requested Dadan ED, sir, make it 2 years. And it has been done. So salute to the bank, to the management. That whenever we have approached for any genuine problem of the membership, particularly lady officers, this management of us has always been kind enough to consider that. So this is the management. You have no idea about others. We have idea about what is happening in other banks. Bank of Baroda is just different from other banks. Mind it. And work like that. Pressure is there, undoubtedly. If I give the result like that, means pressure is there. So we shall be definitely discussing with our Honorable ED and his department how to ease that pressure. Sustaining on a regular basis this pressure is not at all acceptable, sir. And particularly, sir, don't take it as a complaint. Some of your controlling heads have become over-ambitious and over-enthusiastic. And they have become impractical too, while allotting the target to us. What is impossible they are allotting, that is, sir, kindly look into. That is our submission. We are always with the bank. In no condition we leave this bank. In no condition. A request to the bank, simple, that let the bank officer be treated not only as a bank officer, they are a spouse, they are son and daughter, they are husband, they are also part of the society. They should already not carry the responsibility of bank officers. Once they go back home, they have to carry so many responsibilities. That is the thing today the entire industry is facing, no doubt. Special chapters have been given in Indian Bank Association, the negotiation we have. We have charter of demands especially devoted to that. So far, lady officers are concerned in our bank. Remain assured, we have persons like respected Sri Tyagi ji, who is a very motivational leader and always been kind enough. Whenever you have approached with any problem, he has always been considerate. I have to say a few sentences. If I say that simply he has been kind enough, you may or may not believe. Last year, in December, the test took place, online test, you recollect. After the online test, 90% scaled to 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 officers were very much depressed and frustrated. As if something wrong has gone, that whether they will pass or not, they were totally feeling demoralized. We had approached our respected ED in the last week of December, I recollect well, and we requested, sir, kindly see into the result. This frustration doesn't prevail up to the result. And I salute you, sir, that you ensured that results are not as we were expecting. Results have definitely changed this scenario. When you have given very good result, the financial result, and he is the person who is sitting there, who has approved that on 1st April you got many benefits, but once you get the benefit, you forget very easily. But we are in association, we always remind you that this benefit has been given by the management, negotiated by the association. So recollect how many benefits you have been given on 1st of April. So many things have been given at the hands of our respected ED. So bank will continue to give, don't worry about that. This has become a, respected sir, the scenario is, demography has totally changed in the banking sector. It has become an officer-driven industry now. We are more than 50% of our award staff, and entire officers union movement has to change the direction and have to take the responsibility wherever they are to take the bank to top position, and then we can expect any benefit, whatever we like, under the service conditions. Obviously, service conditions will always be there because the government bank, mind it. But whatever benefits are possible, our management has been extending, will continue to extend. This, our respected sir will speak, so I will not take much of time. I can only submit before the Honorable Sir that this association has got a tradition, sir, and you had been observing the association from last 26 years, how we are functioning in this association, and will continue to function in the positive way. This is our assurance to you, sir, from this August House. And these lady officers, the female officers, are very much vital part of this organization, and majority of them are the members of this association and will continue to expand. Very good thing I have to share that we are now almost 25,000 officers in this bank as a member. Many of them will be sitting on this side also, the member of Escort. Today we are 26,000 more membership in Escort, contributing straightway more than 13 lakhs. So this is the position. So before I request our Honorable Sri Tyagi ji to come, first of all, respected Tyagi ji, who joined our bank in 1996 as a probationary officer. He has rose to his position very fast, I should say. He was our regional head, Bangalore zone. He was our CFS branch head in Mumbai. He was the chief general manager, USA, and therefrom he came here. He has expertise in corporate management, risk management, and he is an operational banker. That is, you always keep in mind, he has hold various branch heads position. So whenever, before such executives, the problem goes, they knows where the shoe pinches. That is the benefit. He was especially identified by Dadan Bank Board Bureau, future leaders of the bank. He was one of the selectee of that, future leaders of the bank. So that's a great honor. He is in the board of Can Finance. He has 2 overseas tenures at Brussels and USA, and he is also our director on, managing director on Guyana banks. So we salute you, sir. We wish you once again to see more higher position to lead the bank. And before I request, or our anchors request him to come, I first will request all of you to give a standing ovation to the executive director. Thank you very much. In the next session, I'll be having interaction with all of you. Don't worry, time is there.